a year. She gets $1 million every day she works. She works 52 days a year, y'all.
Oh, man. See, there you go.
I didn't. She said her net worth was $190.
That might be how much Judge Judy made in entirety ever.
No, you know this is her latest contract.
Judge Judy.
Yeah. But
$1 million.
Only worth, no, $1 million.
Judge Judy gets $1 million a day.
Yeah, but she only works 52 days a year, so she basically gets $50 million a year.
Man, I don't know if I believe that one, you know.
I mean, but it says that her
I believe
net worth is only
I believe that's what you said on, but I don't see nobody paying Judge Judy $1 million a day. Like, come on, yo. Like Jay-Z don't get $1 million.
And that brings me to my next discussion. I was listening to NPR, right? And I'm a big fan of NPR and its stories on This American Life. Hey, people out there, if y'all ever want to get away from the normal radio stuff and you just want to listen to an hour of good stories, check out This American Life on NPR. A lot of episodes are just phenomenal.
The 1A, too, man. Joshua Johnson, he does great. The 1A. It's the dude, Joshua Johnson. He's, yeah.
I've told me that before. But, so I was listening to the story about what we know. So I'm going to ask you a question, right? It's like what we actually know in life, right?
Oh, I know nothing.
Right. So, like, that's the whole point. Like, is the Earth flat or round?
I've never been to space. I couldn't tell you.
But do you believe that the Earth is flat or round?
I've never been to space. I couldn't tell you. But what I look at on NASA, it looks pretty round to me. But but I've also never been far enough that I would fall off. So I don't know.
Right, and that's like the whole thing. It's like 95%. I mean, you got your Kyrie Irvings out there, but 95% of people say, yeah, the Earth is round. I know the Earth is round. You had Columbus, you had Amerigo Vespucci, you had all these scholars who figured out the alignment, and a lot of sailors knew that, hey, you can see the hull disappear before the sail. They let you know it's a curvature. All this stuff that shows you that the Earth is round. But if you never took a step back and looked at the Earth, how do you really know it's round? Like, what facts, scientific facts, can you spit that prove the Earth is round? And it's like a lot of us don't know that. We just been told it all our life. So the question is like, what do you know?
I know nothing. I know a lot about nothing. that's the truth.
I know my wife touch on my name. I love her.
Well, yeah, I know that to be true.
So it's good. So it was just a good story. So like I said, if you're ever on there, or if any people out there listening over there, please check out This American Life. Right after you check out Billionaire Brown's page.
I can prove right now, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that Trump's an idiot. Like, all you have to do is pull up his Twitter feed, yo. The guy's a moron.
Twitter fingers turned into trigger fingers. But he'll say something. Yeah, I was so mad how they did to me. Shout out to Philly. We're going to the Super Bowl, baby.
Are you going to win, though? Are you going to win as a question?
I hope so, man. I'll tell you what. If we win, I'm headed to Philly. If we don't win, my black ass is headed to work. Because I'm not calling out on the day on an L. I'm gonna go ahead and save my days. I love my squad, but I ain't wasting my days.
Donovan McNabb, man. That's arguably the best quarterback y'all have ever had. It's like Randall Cunningham and Donovan McFlab. You couldn't win with those two. You're not gonna get it done with Nick Foles. Come on.
I mean, there's been a lot of great quarterbacks that haven't won. Dan Marino, Tony Romo. There's been a lot of Randall Cunningham.
Quarterback.
Say that again.
We're talking about Philly quarterbacks. So you had Jaws. He couldn't get it done. Randall Cunningham couldn't get it done. Donovan McFlab couldn't get it done. Like, what makes you think Nick Foles is going to be the guy?
Jaws has an NFL championship. It was just before the merger. before they go to AFL.
Here we go.
Man.
Here we go.
Look, look. Football was counted before it became the Super Bowl. I mean, there was a God before the Mormon God, so we got to count all this stuff.
Yeah, but the Mormon God emphasizes celestial sex, yo. That's a great guy, even though it's not true. But
celestial sex, is that sex in space?
It sounds outstanding. I can tell you that.
Yeah, it does sound fucking phenomenal. You know, speaking of Mormons, you know, growing up, I always thought, so if we take this back to the Bible, right, for a quick second, Solomon was the smart one, right? He's the one who asked God for...
Smartest man that ever lived on earth.
Yeah, smartest man who ever lived on earth, right?
Yeah.
And he had more than one wife, right? Huh?
Yeah. Well, that tells you right there that, you know, something's up, because, you know, one is enough. But, yeah, he had a lot of them.
Look, that's what I'm saying. Like, he had more than one wife. So I used to tell my girl all the time, like, yo, if Solomon can have more than one wife and he was the smartest man on the planet, then I should be able to have more than one wife. And she'd look at me and say, don't make me poison you. But I thought I had a legitimate argument. Then I got married. And I realized I'd be fucking crazy to add another one. Do you know how nuts that would be? If I had to figure out two emotional creatures, and my wife is great. She is phenomenal, very down to earth, very cool, very intelligent.
Yeah, she is.
But I mean, yo.
She's still a woman, B.
Right, two of them?
Yeah,
I don't know how Mormons do it. I want to meet.
It also depends on what type of Mormon you're talking about. So all of them don't do it.
Yo, if I'm Mormon, I gotta have more than one wife. That's part of the deal. Yeah, you can't shortchange me on more than one cheek.
Huh? Muslims can have more than one.
Who?
Muslims.
Oh man, but they can't eat bacon. Yo, fuck out of here, yo.
They got the beef bacon, yo. They got the beef bacon, turkey bacon.
Look, anybody who talks to me about God and bacon is impure, I always tell them God don't make no mistakes, and He made a pig. He don't make no mistakes, so go ahead and fry it up. I like my joint crispy too.
All right, but what about the point? You know, they can get you. You go back to Genesis. You know, you were originally made to be an herbivore. So how do you answer that one?
Yeah, that's the Old Testament. None of that counts, yo. Jesus died, yo.
You said it all over the blood.
Yeah, we chalk that one up, dude. We chalk that up as an L, yo.
Sorry, King.
We chalked everything in that Old Testament up as an L, and we moved on, yo. I'm good, yo. Give me that good old bacon, yo. That's the only reason why I can never be a vegetarian. I got a homegirl I can't wait to have on this podcast. She is something special when it comes to, like, she's just a different human being. And I love the way she thinks and she talks and just her mind, because she's just different. And I don't agree with 90% of the stuff she says, but I just love the fact that she's very thoughtful. And she's a vegetarian. I don't know how them people do it. Huh?
Is she a vegan or vegetarian?
What the fuck is the difference?
So the vegans, you know, it's like a moral thing. They're like, meat.
Huh? It don't matter. She don't eat meat. It don't matter what you call yourself.
Yeah, but you know, like the vegans, they don't eat no cheese. You know what I mean? They don't eat no eggs. Whereas the vegetarians might eat eggs, they might eat cheese and milk. You know what I mean? It depends. And it's like, you know, they're like, you know, I cheese because it's mean to steal the cow's milk, and nobody steals breast milk. And it's like, you never seen Dave Chappelle? Like, Puffy drinks the finest breast milks. What are you talking about?
Look, see, and that's the other thing that I don't understand, and that's why I can't wait to have her on there. Just because I have a bunch of questions, it's not to criticize her beliefs or anything. I just love the fact that she's different, so I have these conversations with her because we're just different. Because her main thing is like, you know, when you cut a cow's neck, it's in pain. When you cut a pig's neck, it's in pain. And I'm like, well,
so she's vegan, definitely a vegan.
Well, see, I don't know. I've talked to her about it, but I've never, like, I don't know. She probably told me I wasn't listening because I get in trouble for not listening all the time to my wife, so I damn sure don't listen to people who I don't sleep with. so she probably told me, but I just wasn't paying attention, to be honest. But I'm working on it. I'm a work in progress. But, like, how do you know plants don't hurt when you cut them and when you eat them if they're alive?
That's true. Well, you ever heard like the studies where they say the plants grow better when you talk to them?
Yeah, there's a story on NPR about that too. Yo, that dude made millions of dollars off. Dude hooked a lie detector up to some. It's funny. It's funny you mention that because I just listened to that story and I just saw a special on it on like Nat Geo or something. This dude who did lie detector tests all the time.
Yeah.
Hook lie detector probes up to his plants. Talked to him, sang to him, and he said he recorded like different movements and he tracked the fact that they would grow more if you sang to them, if you talked to them. And that was the thing. And he had a book. I want to say the book is called The Secret Life of Plants. I believe that's what the book is called. But, so of course, you know, it made a killing. New York Times bestseller, which I don't understand. Like, why isn't it like Chicago Times bestseller? Or why isn't it like North Dakota Times bestseller? Why does it have to be fucking New York? It's 2 billion people in New York. It's like Japan. But anyway, so when he published his book, everybody who loved plants went out and started talking to their plants, singing to their plants, playing music to their plants when they left. So, of course, skeptics came, got a bunch of plants, hooked lie detector things up to them, and they said it never moved. And none of his stuff could be proven. And when questioned upon it, he decided not to answer any questions about it. So I think it was a piece of shit. So I feel like he just hustled everybody, yo.
He might have. But you should talk to some plants, man, see what they say.
Oh, I talk to my plants. My plants are called Osiris, Icarus, Al Green, and Franklin.
Oh,
I'm starting to get into plants. I'm starting to get into plants. So
yeah, you gotta get you an aloe plant, man.
Who?
Aloe vera.
Oh man, I gotta the aloe vera, they can grow inside. I got an English ivy, yo, man. This shit is huge now, yo. It reminds me of what was that movie, Little Shop of Horror?
Yeah. Like, feed me, Seymour.
And that fucking plane started eating people, yo. Feed me, Seymour. That had to be the first gay scene on TV, yo.
Bell plant.
I wonder if that was
Seymour, yo.
I think that was the first gay scene on TV. Mick Moranis, is he dead?
Huh?
What's his name? Nick Moranis?
I have no idea, yo.
The guy, because
like
he was in Honey I
Shrunk the 80s, and that's it.
Because he was on like Honey I Shrunk the Kids, right?
Yeah, he did that. He did like Howard the Duck, and then Little Shop of Horrors, and his career is done.
Yo, I haven't been afraid of too many things in my life. I hate flying, I will admit, but I still do it. I just take a bunch of Benadryl and hope I don't die on the plane. But I tell you what, we went to senior trip, 1999 in high school. We flew to Orlando to do the whole Disney World thing, right? Mm-hmm. And at the time, at Epcot Center,
they had the Honey I Shrunk the Kids experience. Have you ever seen that?
No.